Welcome back to Shemsuniverse. So today, guys, we're going to discuss birth number 5 with life path number 4. So the birth number 5 is represented by the planet Mercury, which is the fastest moving planet in our known universe. This is a very multi-dimensional energy. It makes people that have the birth number 5, meaning people born on the 5th, 14th, or 23rd, quite versatile in their social, political, and professional life. They're very much able to get along with a lot of different sets of people because the number 5 falls in the middle of the single number spectrum. So they get along with every single number from 1 to 9. They're able to really get along with other people in a way in which, like, fish takes to water, and in turn, they're very, very successful in life for the most part. When you associate the 5 with the 4, there's a bit of chaos ensuing here because the 5 and the 4 for one are right next to each other, which means they have different polar opposite traits, you can say. The 4 is represented by Rahu, which stands for like fame, recognition. It stands for being very pragmatic, but very security oriented. They're very safe people. And when you understand that, you realize that the 5 is a risk taker, it's a daredevil, it's an adventurer. When you associate that with the 4, you have a polar argument because you have the 4 that's all about making sure everything is safe, everything's good, mitigating risk, and the 5 is all about going more into risk. So the person's gonna have a mental realm in the 5 that's gonna make them want to be a risk taker. But if they have a karmic debt number of like 13 or just a regular 4 life path, it makes for quite a bit of real danger here because you're actually going to have to prevent you from getting yourself into accidents, and there's going to be a fair share of health and different difficulties that you're going to have to go through. So I'm not saying to be completely security oriented here, but you need to be, I'd say, just more alert of the risks that you can run on this path. This road is a bumpy one, and if you have a 4, you need to understand that you need to understand risk, accept risk, but then mitigate it where necessary. You guys can do very, very well in politics. You guys would be viewed as very competent, very knowledgeable people. You guys' minds will work like Google because you have the 5, which is so fast moving, and the 4 that has the memory of an elephant. So you guys are going to definitely be able to memorize things. The rhetoric you guys use, people will follow. You guys could definitely be trendsetters. And just the way in which you guys carry yourselves, like a distinguished sort of demeanor, will make people respect you. And that will also come in business as well. Entrepreneurship or just introducing yourself when you go to job interviews, people automatically feel the confidence that you sort of just let off through your persona, through that aura of yours. And as a result, you'll be able to get ahead and climb up the business hierarchy quite quickly. So if you're in the corporate world, you'd move up quickly. If you are in the business of entrepreneurship, you're just doing your own thing, you're selling something, a product of some sort, or giving some sort of service, maybe you're doing a trade, people will refer you to other people because they're going to look at you as somebody who is, for one, very distinguished. Your mannerisms will be great, and they'll also look at you as somebody who's very, very competent. That's the most important word for you guys, is competence. What you guys want to do is, whatever profession you choose, make sure that you can follow up with the aura that you exude, because you guys already exude a sense of competence. So people, before you even do anything, people are just going to assume you're good at it. So if you're actually good at it, it makes it even better. To ensure all these things come true and you do have the good luck and you don't fall into the bad luck category, you want to make sure that your name number, then that means the name that you go by the most, goes with the vibration of the number 1, the number 5, or the number 6. Any of those 3 will work very, very well for you. I'd recommend, if you're going to change your name or anything like that, leave something in the comment for me so I can look at your astrology or numerology chart and make sure the planetary vibrations actually work well. Like I said, you don't have to change your government name, but you can literally change the name that you go by, the name that you think of yourself as, the name that you love, and the name that you make other people call you. If those things change, then you're going to notice that your destiny sort of like goes on a bit of a spiral. It's going to bend, it's going to change direction. This can either be a good thing or a bad thing. It could be a good thing if you know what you're doing and you get it from a professional like myself or another numerologist, but it could be a bad thing if you don't. I introduced earlier on this week as well about my consultations that I'm offering now at $25 an hour. So if you guys do need something like a name change, you want me to look over your chart very briefly, just let me know and I can definitely help you out in that regard. Another piece of good news for this birth number combination is that you guys don't have any unlucky days whatsoever. The 5 and the 4 are very much a powerful combination. There's no unlucky days. Colors, only unlucky color is black. Every other color is pretty much good luck for you, from green to violet to red, turquoise. All that stuff works very, very well for you guys. I recommend wearing a lot of white. That really helps the number 5 really strengthen its good luck and its marketing ability. So you definitely want to use that, especially if you're in the business sphere. Good luck gems. They say light blue sapphire, garnet works very well for you guys as well. And you guys barely need gems. I'll be honest. For you guys, it's more about making sure you follow through with what you're supposed to be doing and executing confidence and competence. And the way you're going to get that confidence is through having competence. So make sure that you're mastering certain skills, get specialized skills, get yourself around a mastermind group of people that are interested in the same thing that you're doing, and you're more than definitely going to get ahead. Different health things here. This is one's a little bit detrimental. You have to watch out for certain nerve disorders, heart disorders, and even mental disorders. These 3 things are caused by maybe too much stress in your life, and that's usually because the 4 could be quite a chaotic life path, similar to the 8, where such a high degree of stress can have different turns of events for you. So make sure that you guys are at least stretching and working out at least 3 to 4 times a week, and just make sure that you keep your body and mind in cohesion with one another. And the best way to do that is through things like I said, working out, meditation, yoga, or doing a hobby that you love. That way you're more mindful, and then your fine motor skills are still being utilized. So get a hands-on sort of hobby, whether it's just building something in the back of a shed, or going for a bike ride, doing swimming, whatever it may be, playing tennis. It could be anything of that sort, but something that takes you out of your current life's problems and puts you in body-mind cohesion, where you have to be mindful in order to perform a task. That's going to be the most important thing, and that's the best form of therapy that you guys can have. But aside from that, that pretty much wraps it up. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything here. The only other thing, I guess, like I said, you guys have no unlucky days. The lucky days that you guys do have, just in case you didn't know, it's fairly obvious. 5 days are going to work great for you guys. 1 days will work great in 6 days. 4 days are okay. They don't give you any bad luck. 8 days won't give you any bad luck. 9 days, no problem. So you guys don't really have much to worry about. But if you want extra good luck or a day to start a business and you want it to really manifest quickly, my recommendation personally, from what I've studied, do it on a 5 or a 6 day. The 6 will make your business very attractive, and the 5 will make it just make money for you quickly. Okay. But aside from that, that does conclude the video, guys. If you have any questions for me whatsoever, just please leave it in the comments. Aside from that, like, subscribe. All I need to read today, guys. Peace.